Okay, a few more things about secondary dominants here. As you can see, each secondary dominant that we put in is occurring on a weaker harmonic stress. So that allows us to put that tension that we talked about. I shouldn't say tension. Actually, I had another word for it down here. Unresolved feeling on a weaker harmonic stress. And then when we get to a stronger harmonic stress, we feel a little bit resolved by comparison. So the diatonic chord will be a little bit more stable than the secondary dominant. So basically works better to put these secondary dominants on the weaker harmonic stress. It's just like they are in this example. And then the diatonic chords, the target chords, these are the targets of the secondary dominants, and they're going to be on the stronger harmonic beats. Okay. Also, this is no longer a tonic function, right? Because we called it a secondary dominant. So we're going to have to change these to reflect the new function. So, for example, here we're going to, let's see, specify lyric. Where is it? Specify current lyric. Verse 1, yeah, that's right, okay. Well, this is going to be a secondary dominant now. We're going to call them secondary dominants, and instead of the normal functions, so I need to type into score. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be a secondary dominant. All right, this is going to be a secondary dominant, and over here this is going to be a secondary dominant. So yeah, just to make sure we know the function for all these chords. Okay, and finally, just wanted to reiterate about the target chord, right? So just the vocabulary here. We have a secondary dominant on a weak harmonic stress leading to a target chord, and the target chord is going to be diatonic in most cases. Okay, and geez, I just forgot the one last thing that I wanted to tell you. Oh, yes. Notice that the secondary dominants all have diatonic roots. Okay, so even though the secondary dominant has one diatonic pitch, or even sometimes two non-diatonic pitches, in the case of 5, 7, and 3, the bass, the root of the chord is always going to be diatonic. Okay, so if you start finding yourself with a dominant 7th chord that is not diatonic in the root, then that means you probably have something else. We'll study substitute dominants in harmony 3 and special function dominant chords in harmony 4. But these secondary dominants are all going to have a root that is diatonic to the overall key, in this case C major. Alright, so that gives you a little bit more about secondary dominants.